The solution is right in front of our eyes. Get up, do something. MHC on the rise. Think positive. Oh, we gotta stay positive. Yeah. We can learn to love each other. Like my sister and my brother. MHC on the rise.
Good evening, Martinsville and Henry County. Welcome to MHC on the Rise, where it's our goal to create a positive conversation and find solutions to the issues that impact Martinsville and Henry County. And we have a young man here tonight who wants to make a big impact on Martinsville and Henry County, not just economically, but he wants to change the way we dress around here. And we're going to let this young man, introduce himself, and then we're going to begin our conversation.
Hello,
yes,
how are you, sir?
Doing good, Thank
you for having me on the show.
Oh, absolutely.
My name is Thomas Worsham. The company that I've started is called BESPOKE. We started in 2010, and it started out by doing custom clothing for men only. We actually do that for men and women. My main goal was to be able to hone down on doing one great thing first, and then the other things will fall into place to being able to do. Some of those other things is we have active wear, as you can be able to see in the back. That's one of our winter pieces. We have some hats here and a headband. And the thing about it is everything is custom to what the client wants. Mm-hmm. In most cases, we go into a regular department store and you'll be able to only pick from what they have to offer. Well, what our goal is to be able to allow the client to come in, you tell us what you want and let us offer it to you.
Awesome. And I want to start out with VA Bespoke. Most of the time people have a name of a company. There's some meaning to that, and what does VA Bespoke mean? What does that stand for?
Well, bespoke is an old English term that started out in England in the early 1900s, where you would go into what they called a haberdashery. We know them now as a department store. You would go in and you would pick through bales of fabric, which we have now. They're actually in swatch books. They're a lot simpler and a lot easier for me to travel because, in the past I would travel with my clients a lot and I would have to go out and show them the options that they could pick from. So when you would go into what I call these haberdashery places then, they would have bales of fabric and you would go through the fabric and you would pick out what you wanted. Then you would have a tailor to come out, someone different than the actual salesperson that was selling you the fabric.
Okay.
Once you would pick out the fabric, they would take your measurements and they would cut the measurements according to the garment that you wanted. In some cases, it could be an overcoat, it could be a three-piece suit, or it could be a dress. Mm-hmm. Once they would cut the fabric, they would attach a piece of paper to the fabric and your name would go on it. So that fabric was bespoken for you. The word bespoke has actually been watered down in a sense sometimes, just as well as other things that we've known over the course of time. It's a word that is used now in IT. It's a word that's used now with cars. It's a word now that's used with makeup and anything that a person chooses to go out to put their name on it and make it for themselves. So that's where the word bespoke comes from. And being a native of Martinsville, Virginia, I just felt it was only right. Even though I started this company when I was in Harlem, New York, I felt a sense of home to put VA in front of it.
So not only are you in the fashion design industry, but you're also a historian. That's awesome. That history there, and very creative name. But I want to know, how did you get into fashion design?
I've been into fashion actually since I was a little boy. My inspiration came from my mother. She dressed me in a way that was a little unorthodox from the regular children I went to school with. I wasn't allowed to wear jeans. I wasn't allowed to wear my shirt tail out. I always left this house with a scarf and a hat on during the winter months. Sometimes I didn't like the hat, and I've come to like it now, which I actually sell that hat. It's called an Applejack. There would be times that, I would be teased or looked at different upon, but not knowing until I got older that actually was the way to go. And that's been the main driving force and the inspiration to my company. I worked off Wall Street for about 13 years. After getting laid off, the credit crunch, I was a trader for mortgage-backed securities, and I got tired of seeing people that made more money than I did that didn't look the way that I did. Mm-hmm. So I saw a niche, even from professional athletes to bankers to lawyers to attorneys. You only live once, so take care of yourself. So that was one of the main goals and driving forces to say, hey, if you're going to spend this kind of money, make sure that you spend it to make sure that you look the way that you want to look.
Awesome. And you mentioned athletes and lawyers, and tell us about some of those early clients that you had that you actually tailored for.
Okay, the first one comes to mind. A lot of people know me and recognize me for is Ray Lewis, that used to play for the Baltimore Ravens. He's now ESPN commentator, future Hall of Famer. Made his clothes and dressed him for the last 4 years. Anything that you've seen him on television with, not only did I make it, but I also picked it out for him. So it's kind of like a two-headed monster where I'm a stylist as well as a designer. I've did some other guys in the NBA, Ronaldo Balkman, Ed Reed, the list could go on. Sometimes I've done more for one particular client versus the other one, but my brand is actually getting out there slowly but surely, and that's one of the reasons why coming back home and having an opportunity to have my own area to support me is even better. They always say if you can make it at home, you can make it anywhere.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm starting to see now.
Absolutely. You talk about a guy like Ray Lewis. I'm a huge sports fan. Ray Lewis is one of the greatest athletes, to suit up, one of the most intense athletes. What is it like, this fella wants you to style him and put him on TV looking good? Any pressure there?
Absolutely. The pressure was being thrust out in the beginning to say, not only want to dress a guy that's going to walk down Wall Street or a guy that's going to go in the courtroom, I'm dressing a guy that's going to be on TV that's going to be viewed by millions of people. Anytime they step out of the locker room, anytime they walk up to the mic, anytime they do something similar to what I'm doing tonight, they're always going to be looked at upon with a keen eye. So that's how I've always took my profession and my passion to say, hey, if you're going to put me on TV immediately, right out of the bat, hey, I got to make sure it's right. So that's what I've tried to do since 2010. God has blessed me with the opportunity to open up a store. It will coincide with the birthday of VA Bespoke as well as the grand opening. So.
Awesome, and we'll talk about that store in a few minutes. But even yourself, you're dressed tonight, and I see you have your pink. And I'm not a fashion guy. I'm gonna say scarf. You probably have a very, eloquent name for it.
Yes,
but
sir.
Talk about that a little bit. Talk about your dress a little bit.
Well, in most cases, people would call it a handkerchief. Actually, a handkerchief is something that you would wear in your back pocket that you would use to give to a lady in need if she's crying, or if you have to blow your own nose. It was just an extra napkin or an additive to your dress. This is called a pocket square. It's mainly for the purpose of giving flair to what you have on, and I chose pink tonight because we are doing the month of breast cancer.
Awesome, and and one thing that I know we're looking at right now, a lot of mentors. You ever thought about getting some of these young kids together and teach them about fashion? And when I came in, you took my time and said, look, brother, let me fix you up. So and some young guys could really benefit from something like
Absolutely.
that.
I had a young gentleman that came in this past weekend from Oktoberfest. He was maybe 6, 7 years old, and he snugged me on my side and asked me, he said, do you have neckties for young guys? And I said, absolutely, because that's what we do, is we make our product for anybody, whether it's a child or whether it's an adult. So the next thing he wanted to know was how to tie a necktie. So that's part of the ambiance that we've set in the store. We set it up as like what most people call a living room, but we call it a parlor. We don't have plastic on the furniture like our old grandmothers would have to keep you from coming in. We want you to come in, whether you buy anything or not. We learn a lot from people that actually just sit down and talk to us. That helps to build a relationship with the consumer, with the community, and it also helps me to figure out what they want to be able to keep VA Bespoke as a driving force. Because not only do we want to be here this month, not only want to be here next year, we eventually want to be a household name.
Awesome, and you're headed in that direction. I want you to talk a little bit about, we have a lot of your products here. Talk a little bit about your products and,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This, again, is the bread and butter. This is what we started out by doing. Everything here is custom made. I'm not a person that likes to match. I know John Witherspoon used to say in one of his old movies he liked to coordinate. Well, I like to blend. But again, this is my own personal preference that I picked to put on here So if you want a solid shirt, solid necktie, solid pocket square, it doesn't matter. Anything that you see here could be made according to what the client wants. That was just my personal preference because, again, as you can see, I don't match. I like to blend.
Awesome.
This is another piece that we have here that's for the winter. It's a matching scarf, jacket, has an inner lining. You can get that in any color. A lot of people like to pick things according to their sports team, which is great by me because it makes it even better. This here is what we call the hologram logo. We have the stars and the stripes. We are Americans, so that's another inspiration. Duck Dynasty has been, I've actually met the guys. The camouflage has been big this year. This is actually a real tree where you can make your own color logo here, and we'll match the shoestrings with the shoestring to match this. This is just an outer jacket, again with the preference of the logo and the color. We actually have 3 logos. This is the classic logo. We started with that, and that is in all of the suits, shirts, neckties, pocket squares, and soon to be underwear and socks for men and women.
Awesome.
Then we saw the need because we actually have 4 guys that play semi-pro that wear our clothes, so we started a sports line. That logo is not here. No, it's not. Anyway, but what we've done is we've tried to hit different venues or different genres of people, I should say. So we also have a prep logo, which is going to be a little bit more relaxed look, your khakis, your V-necks, your Oxford shirts. So then that way we kind of hitting all different avenues of people, so to speak. Soon, next fall, we have denim. We'll get into shoes at some point, but again, we just want to be known for doing one great thing first before we transition to some other things we have.
Awesome, and some really good, if you got your Cowboy fans out there, or your Pittsburgh Steelers fans, but I'm an Omega man. I'm looking for that purple and gold.
We have that for you.
So I could come in and get my purple and gold.
Yes, sir.
And talk a little bit about these two here. Your scarf and your hat, and
again, these are just a preference piece. This is actually a hot item. There are a lot of people in the Steeler Nation now, so why not me not have that available for them? As you may mention, sororities, fraternities, any color, anything you want. It's my job as being a stylist.
Even school, we have 4 or 5 high schools here, so if somebody wanted to come in, and if a football coach wanted to outfit all of his players with one of these,
no problem.
You could turn that around for them.
And actually, since you brought that up, we've just recently done the girls basketball warm-up shirts for Carlisle.
Okay.
We just got a call the other day about the tennis team and the volleyball team, and hopefully we'll get the guys basketball team as well. So again, the community is supporting me. They like my product, so that makes it even easier for me to do my job.
Awesome. We're going to take a break.
Yes, sir.
We're going to come back. We've heard a lot about BESPOKE. We're going to find out a little bit more about you, the location of your store hours, and all that good stuff. But we'll be back, Martinsville, Henry County, in a couple minutes.
The solution is right in front of our eyes. Get up, do something. MHC on the rise. Think positive. Oh, we gotta stay positive. Yeah. We can learn to love each other. Like my sister and my brother. MHC on the rise.
Hi, I'm H.G. Vaughn, and for nearly 16 years I've had the honor and the privilege of representing the Ridgeway citizens on the Henry County Board of Supervisors. This includes 4 terms as Vice Chair and 4 terms as Chairman. My priorities have been and will continue to be economic development. Our new megapark in Ridgeway will bring high-paying jobs for our citizens. Education, programs at PHCC, NCI, and Magna Vista Warrior Tech will prepare our people and attract higher-paying careers. Public safety. The Ridgeway District is safer because of highway improvements and career EMS staffing, and overall quality of life. A new sports complex, marina, walking trails, river access, and convenience centers have enhanced our quality of life. We've made progress, but I still have much more to do. I ask for your vote on November 3rd so that I can continue my work. Thank you. I'm H.G. Vaughn, and I paid for and authorized this ad.
I've been here since I was 15. It's like home to me. Ridgeway, it's not only beautiful, it's a tight-knit community. At Woody's, we cut our meat fresh every day, hand-cut. It's no preservatives. It's fresh to you right off the truck. We offer the fresh produce delivered to us twice a week from the beautiful Blue Ridge Parkway. Here at Woody's, we offer a great bargain price on Nice's sausage, and we make our own sausage daily. Come see us at Woody's, we're everybody's family.
You're watching BTW 21, your neighborhood network, the pride of Martinsville.
The Dutch Inn is under new management and wants to invite you to a Sunday brunch buffet, build your own omelet bar, along with our large breakfast buffet. Don't forget about all-you-can-eat lunch buffet, 11:30 to 2:30, Monday through Friday. At the Dutch Inn, we offer fast, friendly service to accommodate our guests. Quality Inn, Dutch Inn, 2360 Virginia Avenue in Collinsville. For more information, call 276-647-3721.
Jim Mills Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is proud to announce the new arrivals for 2015. Jeep lovers will be impressed with the new Jeep Renegade look and style. The all-new Dodge Challenger and Dodge Charger are redesigned with sleek lines and luxury. The new Ram Rebel offers an off-road experience. It's an exciting year to buy at Jim Mills Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Visit us across from the Martinsville Speedway or visit us online at jimmillscdjr.com.
At Memorial Hospital of Martinsville in Henry County, we understand the power of home, knowing that Memorial Hospital brings the latest technology and the best medical professionals together for you, our families, friends, and neighbors. Right here in Martinsville, it's sometimes the best medicine. When you need cardiac care, time is critical. Our expert cardiologists are just moments away, meaning better outcomes for you and your heart. The best in care, the closeness of family and friends. That's the power of home.
Nearly 6,700 people in our region with hearing loss live in poverty. Untreated hearing loss negatively affects households by nearly $25,000 a year. Many of these folks with hearing loss can't afford traditional hearing health care. That's why we have created Ashbrook Hearing Connection, a nonprofit hearing health care organization. We provide low-cost sliding scale hearing health care services, including hearing evaluation, hearing instrument technology, ear mold, hearing instrument maintenance, and much more. The backbone of the foundation is our hearing aid donation program, donating used, broken, new, or old hearing aids that we can refurbish and reuse for those in need. Look for our logo in a growing number of donation sites around the region.
Come on down to Los Norteños, right next to the Dutch Inn. Great food, great prices, and you're always guaranteed to have a good time. So come on down to Los Norteños, next to the Dutch Inn.
The solution is right in front of our eyes. Get up, do something. MHC on the rise. Think positive. Oh, we gotta stay positive. Yeah. We can learn to love each other. Like my sister and my brother. MHC on the rise.
Welcome back, Martinsville and Henry County, and I'm here tonight with Mr. Thomas Worsham, better known as VA BESPOKE, and he has shared some of his items with you, but I want him to now tell us, where people can find you to actually purchase these items. You've opened a store here in Martinsville. Give us a little more information.
Yes, we just had the opportunity to hang our sign actually this past week. The VA BESPOKE flagship store. That is the first, not to be the last. We're located at 46 East Church Street, and that's uptown Martinsville.
And what are your hours? And
we're operating from 10 to 6 from Tuesday through Saturday. Mondays by appointment.
Okay, and then I know you talked about November 6th being a very special day for you guys. Let's talk
Yes,
a little
sir.
bit about November 6th.
Actually, November the 6th, we're looking to do our ribbon cutting, which will be the official grand opening. That is on a Friday. The tentative time right now is 11 o'clock. We hope to have the incumbent Senator Bill Stanley to be in presence with us. He was there with us at Oktoberfest. He just recently brought me on as being his stylist. So very excited about that. Very excited about VA Bespoke being 5 years old. Kind of coincides the same month, so can't ask for anything better.
Awesome. Sounds like life is good for you
Absolutely.
right now. You know, what are your ultimate goals as an entrepreneur?
My ultimate goal is to be able to take this thing to a point where it's a household name. Whether you have bed sheets, whether you have a bathrobe or a suit, or if your wife or girlfriend has a blouse from VA Bespoke, that is the initial goal, is to be a household name across the board within the next 5 years, if not sooner.
And this is my first time getting to meet you, and you know, you seem like a very classy fella. You know,
Thank you, sir.
you know, and I know you said mom dressed you, you know, with this hat and scarf and everything. Where does that classiness come from?
It comes from a very humble home. It comes from a very religious home. I come from a family that stuck to its morals and values. If you did something wrong, you were reprimanded for it. And it was in a way that you would understand the reason that you were being reprimanded for. So that's kind of carried over into my meticulous ways. Some of my friends say I have a little way about myself because I'm just that meticulous, but that is carried over into my product. I want everybody to be able to look like the supreme being that they actually are when they have my garment on. So when come time for me to do a wedding, or if someone goes to a Christmas party, or if they have a business meeting, or have if they have an interview, for me to get a phone call or for them to text me and say, hey, we knocked it dead. So that's what makes my day, is when I know that somebody has my product, and it could be a man, woman, child, any color, any size. It doesn't make a difference, because remember, everything that we do is custom. So as long as we can horn down and make sure they got the proper measurements, I promise you, I will make you look like the best person in the room.
And some people come off as salesmen, but I believe you. I believe that you really put that touch into everything that
Absolutely.
you do. Yeah, and I can tell just in talking to you that you really do, and you want to make sure that whoever put it on, they look as good as Thomas Worsham would look.
Absolutely.
In it. Yeah, and that's important, because I mean, people buy clothes to look the way they want to look.
Right.
And it sounds like you're producing clothes the way people want clothes to be, to fit them.
Right.
Yeah.
As opposed to going out to the store and you just have to pick from what the options are that they gave to you.
Yeah, and that's awesome, man. And you know, I'm glad you're here in Martinsville, and you know, looking forward to coming to your store sometime and, you know, purchase some things. But you know, you mentioned Carlisle, you mentioned Ray Lewis, you've talked about senators. Do you do weddings? Do you, you know,
Yes, sir.
proms? You know, there's a lot of things that's going on. I mean, you know, what can people go to the website to, you know, get information?
Now, we have a website that actually shows the suits, shirts, and ties, and that is www.vabespoke.com. The other items that are coming along that are going to be in the prep and the sports line will be available November 1st, so anybody around the world will be able to order something. They'll be able to pick their own colors. It's been a little encumbersome to being able to try to figure that out, because showing somebody a product and then having them to be able to visualize what it looks like until they receive it, it has been a little trying for me, because that's not my expertise. My expertise is making people look good, not necessarily websites.
Gotcha. And, you know, what makes VA Spoke different? Why should I drive up to Church Street to purchase my clothes at VA Bespoke?
Because I promise you I'm going to give you what you want versus giving you a option to pick from.
Awesome. And, you know, we've got about 2 minutes.
Okay.
You know, one, I want to do this. You know, I hadn't asked this question in quite a while, but it's something I started asking different clients, different guests on the show. What makes Thomas Worsham a big deal?
What makes me a big deal?
Yes, sir.
because I'm the same person that I was over 35, 40 years ago. I'm the same person that got up and looked a certain way. I'm able to sell that same look to anybody.
So you're that same guy that graduated from Martinsville High School,
Absolutely.
quarterback on the football team,
Absolutely.
member of the Bulldog basketball team.
Absolutely.
You're that same guy.
I'm that same guy.
Awesome, awesome. And final thoughts. What are some final thoughts that you want people to know about VA Bespoke, Thomas Worsham, Martinsville, Virginia?
Well, first and foremost, as I made mention to you, thank you for having me on.
Absolutely.
I would like to thank my fellow classmates, my fellow citizens of Martinsville for supporting me. Didn't necessarily know that this is something that I wanted to do up until maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Had a group of friends of mine told me, open up a store, give them your product. They're tired of just seeing it on Facebook, Instagram. Give them a tangible good that they can actually come in and see, and I guarantee you they'll support you. And within the last 3 weeks, they've done that. I thank them and ask they continue to support me, and I will put Martinsville on the map.
Yeah, and that's funny, you know, you say that because I saw VA Spoke all over Facebook. And it's like, what in the world is VA Bespoke? And, you know, I had no idea what it was. And, you know, actually it's the first time you and I've had a chance to meet, but I've seen, you know, your different products and your, you know, shirts mostly, you know, throughout the community. So it's awesome. And, you know, to be a young fella, to have a dream, and now to, you know, see that dream starting to not just come to fruition, but actually to grow. I mean, that must be mind-blowing to you.
Very much so.
Well, good. I appreciate you coming on tonight, and give your address, your location, contact information one more time in case somebody would like to get in touch.
The name of the company is VA Bespoke. We are located at 46 East Church Street. The website is www.vabespoke. Our store hours are from 10 to 6, Tuesday through Saturday, Monday by appointment. Please come out and support us, see what we have to offer. Even if you don't buy anything, come and leave a jewel with me and I'll drop a jewel to you. Thank you.
Awesome. Martinsville, Henry County, let's get out and support this young man and his business and all that he's trying to do, you know, not just for himself, but for the Martinsville and Henry County area. We thank you and look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you once
Pleasure's
again.
mine.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The solution is right in front of our eyes. Get up, do something. MHC on the rise. Think positive. Oh, we gotta stay positive. Yeah. We can learn to love each other. Like my sister and my brother. MHC on the rise.
Hi, I'm John. I'm the pharmacist here at Rocky Mount Family Pharmacy. We'd like to invite you to come visit us and get all your prescription needs and healthcare needs filled here. We save you money on your prescriptions. We offer free delivery. We offer a family atmosphere, and we treat you like family. We're located in the Schul Shopping Center on Route 40 West, like you're going to Ferrum here in Rocky Mount. That's 1165 Franklin Street. And our phone number is 489-5400, and that's area code 5.
Celebrate your birthday, anniversary, or wedding with Cakes with Personality. Beautiful, delicious creations will make every guest smile. Make your event one that everyone will remember. Call us at Cakes with Personality and Cafe Delight.
You're watching BTW 21, your neighborhood network, the pride of Martinsville.
Hi, I'm Danae Thompson, pharmacist at Chatham Family Pharmacy. We're located in Tight Squeeze Plaza. Our hours are 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, and 9 to 2 on Saturday. We offer free delivery up to 10 miles. We also offer compliance packaging and a full selection of over-the-counter medications. So come by and see us and see what difference a family makes.
Jerry's Pizza now offers a private meeting room. That's right, for parties and family get-togethers. Hot, delicious pizza made fresh with fresh ingredients. Daily specials, and now offering a Saturday night dinner buffet. Jerry's Pizza, the best lunch buffet in town. Call your order in ahead of time at 638-3990. The drive-thru is open for your convenience. Never get out of your car. Call 638-9009.